Hello everyone, this side Manisha Mishra, Assistant Professor in Mathematics, Applied Science Department at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. This college is affiliated to Maths Danan University, Rohtak. So today I will start your first unit and your first unit topic is multiple integral. So let's see multiple integral. Multiple integral, we can see that in multiple means more than one integration, right? For single integration, double integration and triple integration. So I will discuss all the three integration here and also discuss the other topic, change of variable, that will be in our next session, right? So double integration, so where it is coming from, it is coming from the single integration. When in single integration we apply the limit a to b, then it will convert into a double integration and we will divide our reason into a several reasons, then it will convert into a double integration, right? So integration a to b fx dx is equal to limit n tends to infinity del x tends to 0 fx1 dx plus fx2 dx plus fxn dx. That means we have n points x1, x2 and so on xn, and our function is fx1, fx2, fxn. So let us consider a function fxy of two variables x and y defined in the finite region a of xy. So we are dividing this region into n parts, right? So del a1, del a2 and so on del an. Double integration fxy dA. So we can write this equation as limit n tends to infinity del a tends to infinity fx1 y1 del a1 fx2 y2 del a2 plus and so on fxn y1 yn del an, right? So this is your n terms n points and this is your n reason, so we can write it as a double integration. So evaluation of double integral, how we will evaluate the double integral. So double integration a fxy dA is equal to a to b y1 y2 fxy dy dx. So this is your double integration and dA is your area of the region and we can write it dy dx or dx dy. So fxy dy. So dy is your first integration. So first integration, that means limit will be y1 to y2. So y limit is y1 to y2. X limit is given a to b here, right? Because dy is your first integrand, so our limit will be inner limit y1 y2. fxy is first integrand with respect to y, treating x as a constant between the limits a and b, right? Now now second in method, right? And when we will apply our y limit, then x will be treated like a constant, and when we will apply x, then our limit of our y will be treated like a constant. So fxy is the first integrand with respect to y, treating x as constant between the limits a and b, right? Second method, double integration fxy dx dy is equal to c to d x1 to x2 fxy dx dy. So here fxy is first integrand with respect to x, because this is your first integrand, x is here, so limit will be your x1 to x2 here, y constant between the limits x1 and x2, right? So if your dx is first variable, that means limit integration limits will be x1 x2, and if your dy limit is say first, then our limit will be y1 y2, right? So one variable depends on other variables. Evaluate 0 to 1, 0 to x, x square plus y square, dA, where dA indicates a small area in xy plane, right? So we can write dA as dy dx. Now, I is equal to 0 to 1, 0 to x. So our second integrand is variable limit 0 to x. So x variable is here, that means our dA will be dy dx, because y depends on x, and here 0 to x limit is first one, so y depends on x, so our integrand dy will be here, right? So 0 to 1, 0 to x square plus y square dy. So first integration with respect to y, so x square dy, 0 to x plus y square, 0 to x dy dx, and dy integration is y square integration is y cube upon 3. So apply the limit x square into x plus x cube upon 3 dx. So x cube plus x cube upon 3 into dx. So 4x cube upon 3, and dx integration with respect to x, sorry, x cube integration with respect to x, so x to the power 4 upon 4. So after applying the limit rule is upper limit minus lower limit. So 1 by 3 is the answer, right? And here x square plus y square, first limit is given 0 to 1, that means constant limit, other limit is given 0 to x variable limit. So which variable is given, then our integrand will be opposite of that limit, and that means 0 to x, so x square plus y square dy will be here. So dy our first integrand, right? And x square plus y square dy dx, so this integrand, and dy first one, because y depends on limit is given 0 to x here, right? Now second question is, evaluate double integration x plus y dy dx. R is the region bounded by x is equal to 0, x is equal to 2, y is equal to x, and y is equal to x plus 2. So here reason is given, so we draw our reason, and for the sketch of this reason, so this is your vertical axis y, this is your horizontal axis x, and y is equal to x line passing through from origin, this is your origin, so this line is your y is equal to x line, x is equal to 2 line will parallel to y axis, and it will lie on x-axis. X is equal to 0, that means on y-axis, and y is equal to x plus 2. So put x is equal to 0, then you will get y is equal to 2, and when you put y is equal to 0, you will get minus 2. So minus 2 will be lie on negative x-axis. So this is your y is equal to x plus 2 line. Now reason is given dy dx. So strip, this strip is parallel to y-axis is already given, and limit is given 0 to x and x to x plus 2, right? So limit 0 to 2, y is equal to 0 to x plus 2, x plus y dy dx will be here, sorry, it is not here. No, now okay, dx is here, so no need to, sorry, dx is here. So 0 to 2 dx x dy. So integration y is equal to x to x plus 2 dy plus y is equal to x to x plus 2 y dy. So just integrating with respect to y. So you can see that upper limit y, dy integration will be your y here, dy integration your y, and limit is given x to x plus 2, y integration is y square upon 2, so limit is given x plus 2, x to x plus 2. Now upper limit minus lower limit, so upper limit is given x plus 2 and lower limit is given x, so x plus 2 minus x, and 1 by 2 x plus 2 whole square minus x square into dx here, right? Now 2x plus 1 by 2 x square, a plus b whole square just open here, so x square will be cancelled out and we are getting 2x dx plus 4 upon 2 1 plus x dx. So x dx 0 to 2 plus 2 0 to 2 1 plus x dx. So 2x square upon 2 0 to 2 plus 2 0 to 2 dx plus 2 0 to 2 x dx. Just integrating with respect to x, and we are getting our solution 12 here, right? So this is your multiple integral, that means this is your double integral. Now, there is another example. Evaluate double integration x plus y whole square dx dy over area bounded by the ellipse, right? So we have ellipse, so limits are not here. So first we will find the limits. So from this ellipse, we will find our y value. So y is equal to plus minus b upon a square root of a square minus x square. You can see that y square is equal to, we can write it this line, and just after squaring on both sides, so y is equal to plus minus b square root of a square minus x square upon a. For the limits of x, just put x is equal to 0 here, so y is equal to 0 here, so x square upon a square is equal to 1, and x square is equal to a square, x is equal to plus minus a, right? The reason of integration can be expressed. So our x limit is given minus a to a, and our y limit is given minus b upon a to plus b upon a, right? Now to solve this integration, we are converting this dx dy into dy dx. That means our new integrand is dy dx here. That means y limit will be first and x limit will be second here. One limit will be variable limit, and another one will be constant limit. So we are taking variable limit here y in terms of x, and constant limit is minus 8 over here. Now solve this equation. So x plus y whole square, just open it and just separate all these parts, x square dy, y square dy plus 2xy dy, and limit is given minus b by a to plus b by a, right? Now see here, minus a to a x square y dy integration is y square by 2 integration, y square integration is y cube upon 3, y integration is y square upon t 2. So when you will apply the limit, upper limit minus lower limit, so this is your upper limit, minus minus will be positive, lower limit 1 by 3, upper limit minus minus will be positive, and there is a cube here, so apply cube, and this limit will be 0 because upper limit square minus lower limit square, so it will give 0. Right? Now x square 2b upon this will be 2 times, this will also be 2 times, and 0 plus into dx here, right? Now 2 upon 3 b cube upon a cube, a square minus x square to the power 3 by 2. When you can see that 2 upon 3, 2b upon a, and square root of a square minus b square, so 2b cube upon a cube, a square minus x square to the power 3 by 2. That means square root you can write 1 by 2, 3 by 2. 2b upon ax square, this line plus this line. Now to solve this equation, we can convert it into polar form. So put x is equal to a sine theta, dx is equal to a cos theta, and our limit will be minus pi by 2, pi by 2. So we can see that all these functions are odd functions, even functions. So we can divide our limits as 2 times of, when you put all these value here, then and after dividing the limits, so 0 to 2, 2 times of 0 to pi by 2, and this line. After solving this multiplication inside the bracket a by a cos theta, so you will get 4 times 0 to pi by 2 a cube b sin square theta cos square theta d theta plus this equation, right? Now to solve this, we can apply gamma function, beta and gamma function. So our gamma function rule is, if you have 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power m theta cos to the power n theta d theta, so you can write it gamma m plus 1 upon 2 gamma n plus 1 upon 2 gamma m plus n plus 2 upon 2, right? So your m is 2, n is 2, so you can just solve here. M will be 0, n will be 4, and your gamma will be break like gamma 3 by 2 will be break as 1 by 2 into root pi, 1 by 2 into root pi upon gamma 3, and because gamma 1 by 2 value is root pi, so when you will get gamma 1 by 2, so you will write root pi here, and this is also 1 by 2, 4 plus 1 5 upon 2, so root pi into 3 by 2, 1 by 2 root pi upon 2 gamma 3. And after solving this, you are getting pi ab upon 4 a square plus b square. So this is the final answer. In our next session, I will share uh, change of variables and triple integration and few questions, right? So thank you.